Okay, we're back. And today on the Creative Spark, we are talking about movies that I found maybe a tad underwhelming. And these are some beloved films. Beloved films. So I'm fairly terrified of the reaction I'm going to get to this. But I have to live my truth. So I will say, welcome back to the Creative Spark. Today we are talking about Spirited Away, Hunchback of Notre Dame, and then Inside Llewellyn Davis, which, look, different vein of film to the other two, not as beloved, critically acclaimed, but I still found it underwhelming. What I will say to start this video is just because I found them underwhelming doesn't mean I didn't enjoy them. It just means that I think these movies were built up by people for me as these big, amazing, everyone loves them films. And then I enjoyed them and I was like, okay, like I liked it. I didn't love it. But it might also be, it could be an age thing. Hunchback and Spirited Away. I feel like if you watch those films as a kid or as a teenager, then you would like have this nostalgic attachment to them. There are plenty of films that I have like a full nostalgic attachment to that probably if I watched as an adult I would be like, good film. I don't think it's like amazing. I don't think it's going to become one of my all-time favorites, but everyone has different things that they like. I will say, forgive, I'm being brave. We have absolutely no makeup on today except for maybe a tiny bit of under eye. But we have a very short window to get this video filmed this week because it's been very busy. And in about an hour and a half, I'm off to the double feature of Wicked to see Wicked for Good. And I'm not putting on a full face of makeup to go and see Wicked for Good. I'm going to sob. I'm going to full-blown snot sob through this film. And I'm not putting makeup on for that. And I wasn't going to put makeup on to film a 15-minute video today. We just weren't doing it. So, in all my glory of what my face actually looks like, plus a hat. I do love this hat. I got this hat this year and it says, I'd rather be at home reading my book. And I love it. So, quickly, we got a short period of time. Let's jump in with Hunchback. I watched that first. Did I watch Hunchback first? No, I watched Inside Llewellyn Davis first. I will say, so let's start there. I really enjoyed this movie in the way that I'm like, did I really enjoy it? I think I would give it 3 stars. I mean, I love Oscar Isaacs. He is a stunning human being and a very attractive man and an excellent actor. I enjoyed the film. I just thought, I don't know, has one of the highest ratings on Rotten Tomatoes. It is like this critically acclaimed movie. And honestly, I just thought it was a bit slow. It's a very slow kind of fictional version of all those all of the 1950s 60s biopics that have come out over the last 15 to 20 years, but a fictionalized version of it. And one thing I did note, it's filmed on the same set that The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel is filmed on. I was sitting watching it being like, that's the Marvelous Mrs. Maisel house. It is. Inside Llewellyn Davis came first, so Marvelous Mrs. Maisel borrowed that set from this place. But I was like, I know that house. I've seen that house many a time. If for people who haven't seen Inside Llewellyn Davis, it's about a struggling musician who's in New York and is broke. He's couch surfing on all of his friends and people that he knows. He used to be part of a folk duo that was doing fairly well, and then his partner passed away. and he's basically going through grief at this, like, it's his, yeah, journey of going through grief, his career collapsing, him pushing away his friends, all in this process. And in the process, there's this orange cat that just follows him, seems to continuously follow him around. He's staying at the parents of his deceased partner and accidentally lets their bright orange cat out of the apartment. And in such, so he doesn't, just let him wander around, he takes him with him for on like on adventures, and then loses him. Thinks he finds him. It's not him. It's another orange cat. He takes that orange cat back to the parents. They're like, "Oh, yay! Hang on, that's not our cat." So he turns up taking this random cat on a journey, and then leaves him, which I was like, "Oi!" Leaves him on the side of the road, inside a car with a random stranger. Not cool, dude. And then ends up finding the original cat and getting it back. Ends up back to its owners. Snaps. Anyway, I watched this quite a while ago, so I can't remember all of my thoughts on it. I just remember being like, this was supposed to be this critically acclaimed, amazing film, and it does highlight my points that this conversation I've been having with several of my friends lately, is that critically acclaimed and, perfectly written films, books, TV shows, music aren't necessarily always actually good or enjoyable. Like, they're perfectly written, but they don't capture you. They don't fulfill your soul, or lead you to want to watch it over and over again. And for me, something is good if you are like so invested that you want to watch it or listen to it or go again. And I didn't get that from Inside Llewellyn Davies, but look, the critics loved it back when it came out, so to each their own. Now, I'm going to try not yap too much. Ooh, short on time. Let's keep going. Hunchback. Now, I watched Hunchback specifically because I actually have an audition to be in the ensemble of Hunchback of Notre Dame tomorrow. Have I practiced? No. Oh, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I loved the music. The music is gorgeous. One of my friends sings the most beautiful rendition of God Help the Outcasts. Vocally, it's just stunning on her vocal tone. And Hellfire, Bells of Notre Dame, it's like musically excellent. But that movie is terrifying. Like, that movie is like, what? Like, most of the Disney films are, like, there is the evil, what's the word I'm thinking of? The villain, thank you. The villain that is usually some kind of magical being or an animal or something that doesn't feel necessarily too much in realism. Whereas, like, Hunchback is, like, represents so much that is, like, bad things that have been done in the name of power, in the name of religion. And I'm watching it being like, this was a movie made for children. Like, and I understand why so many adults like it, but it was kind of terrifying. And yeah, I was like, why does everyone love this film so much? It's like, he is scary. And like, it is, I understand. The message is that, like, people think if you're like that you're ugly, but you're not. It's giving, well, it's not. I was gonna say it's giving Phantom of the Opera, but it's really not, because the Phantom is technically killing people. But and the Hunchback is a beautiful, Quasimodo is a beautiful, beautiful human being that is punished for a birth defect and for being a gypsy that had nothing to do with him, which is really sad. It's really sad. I did enjoy it. I feel like it's so many people I know, it's like their favorite Disney film. And that's where I think the nostalgia comes in. Like, if you watch it as a child or in your teens, I could feel like why that you would have like such an attachment to it. Whereas watching it as an adult, I was like, that's terrifying. That is not for children. That is not a Disney. Like, I'm like, terrifying. So, enjoyed it. Really happy I watched it. Would actually love to see the stage show, because I think it's very much a bit like Anastasia was, where I'm like, there's so many great parts that should be a stage musical. That's where Anastasia the musical went wrong, in my opinion. Beautiful parts. If you haven't seen the Anastasia the musical, it's like, and you're Australian, it's coming next year, early next year. No, it's going to Sydney. It's coming here. Anyway, I enjoyed that musical and I enjoyed what they did with it, but I think I was so off put by the fact they changed so much from the film that I didn't enjoy it as much as I could have when we saw it on Broadway with the original Broadway cast. I would like it to come back. It's coming back here so that I can see it again and see if I like it this way. But it's nowhere near as good as the movie. Straight up, they changed too many bits. They changed, like, they took In the Dark of the Night out. That was born to be a stage musical. Born to be a stage number. Like, what? We're going off topic. Emily, stay on track. Stop being an idiot. Like, stop ADHD jumping around. I need to leave in 10 minutes. And I still need to eat something before I go. Moving on. Are we enjoying this chaotic energy today? I am being all over the place. Focusing. Right. The one we all came here for. The one I'm probably going to put in the title. Spirited Away. I'm going to get actually so much. I told friends of mine my opinion on this film, and they were all like, you need to keep that to yourself. They were like, do not put that on the internet. They were like, that you will get absolutely. I was like, but I have to say it. And look, I'm going to be honest. Spirited Away, we watched in high school in Japanese class, and I remember really enjoying it. Whereas, like, this time round, I tried to watch it, and I was like, I just didn't connect with it. And, like, beautifully, visually stunning, flawless. But what I am realizing is I think it might be me. I don't think it is. I don't think it's Studio Ghibli. I don't think it's anime. I think, or Spirited Away itself, even though, like, it's a great concept and the little coal monsters are so cute. I think the issue I had with watching Spirited Away is that as I'm getting older and I'm understanding the parts of ADHD that affect me directly, is verbal processing. I really, really struggle with verbal processing. I struggle on phone calls. I struggle with podcasts. I struggle with audiobooks, unless I'm literally walking and I've got nothing else to distract me. And I think that's why I struggle with other language films. Like, I can't watch dubbed TV shows because it drives me actually mad that their lips don't, my lip reading doesn't match what they're saying. So I will always choose to watch something that is, if it's a foreign language film or TV show, with subtitles and the original sound, which I'm finding is not too bad. I think the issue I'm experiencing with anime is that, like, there's no, you can't lip read. It is, the animation is just a mouth opening and closing. And I think there's too much going on for my brain in trying to be like, I can't lip read. It's a different language. I'm trying to compute that with like reading what they're supposed, what they're like, what is happening. And yeah, I think it actually is too much for my little ADHD brain to handle. I know I could watch it in like English. I know you can do it with dubbed English instead. And obviously you wouldn't have that issue of like the sound and the lips not matching. But I wanted to do it in its original format. I wanted to do it in the way it was intended in the Japanese language. But yeah, I think I just didn't connect with the story. Um, I found it a little hard to get into, and I'm just realizing that I think anime is just not for me, even though I feel like it should be, considering a lot of the types of other content that I enjoy and the amount of friends that I know that enjoy it. But between not being able to lip read and the verbal processing and just struggling to connect with it, I just don't think it's for me. So I found it underwhelming in that kind of context, in the way that I'm like, I didn't not enjoy it. Like, I just struggled to get into it. And I think that made it underwhelming because everyone raves about how amazing Spirited Away is. And I really tried. And I watched maybe like an hour and 15, and then I tried to go back in, like, and then I tried again, and I tried like 3 times to do it, and I couldn't. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Um, I think it probably is actually an amazing film. Visually, it's gorgeous. Music, stunning. But I couldn't get into it. I'm so sorry. Please don't hate me. Please don't hate me. I'm sorry. It's just not going to be Studio Ghibli. I just don't think it's going to be for me. And that's okay. I tried. I made the effort. Anyway, I really have to wrap this up now. We have to go. It's 11:40. We're off to see Wicked. Yay. But I hope you enjoyed this film. If Please let me know your thoughts on the Studio Ghibli Spirited Away, movies. If maybe I should try a different one. People have said I should try different ones, but if it is the verbal processing thing, I don't think that's going to change much. But maybe I should try a different one. So if you have any suggestions, or if you have any movies that have been like a big deal that you found underwhelming, please comment below. I'd really love to know your thoughts. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon if you want more videos from me. And I'm going to see you next time on The Creative Spark. Have a great week. Bye.